What if we told you that in just a few years, the Olympic Games could have a new headliner, one that doesn't involve the track, the pool, or the basketball court, but the gridiron? Imagine the world watching as the fastest, most agile, and most elite players from the NFL take center stage, not in pads and helmets, but in the fast, flashy, and finesse-driven world of flag football. For the first time in history, NFL players will be eligible to compete for Olympic gold in the 2028 Summer Olympics, held in none other than Los Angeles, California. It's a groundbreaking decision, one that opens the doors for America's most popular sport to meet the global Olympic audience. But while some are dreaming of gold, others are firmly planting their cleats in the ground. One of the NFL's brightest stars, Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown has already made his decision, and it's a resounding no. The news came as a surprise to many. After all, what athlete doesn't dream of becoming an Olympian? The thought of wearing your country's colors, hearing your national anthem play as you stand on a podium with gold around your neck, it's a vision that inspires millions. But for Brown, the Olympics don't outweigh the grind, purpose, and mission of NFL training camp. When asked if he'd participate, his response was blunt. "I heard the Olympics is during camp, so no." His reasoning? Simple but powerful. Because you guys and fans would be complaining about me not being in camp. So I'll keep the main thing. Let that sink in. While the world sees opportunity, A.J. Brown sees distraction. For him, and perhaps many other players in the NFL, the road to greatness isn't lined with Olympic rings. It's paved with playbooks, practice reps, and postseason dreams. Training camp is not just a routine. It's the heartbeat of the NFL season. It's where teams build chemistry, where rookies earn their spots, and where veterans sharpen their edge. Missing even a portion of it could mean setbacks, not just for the individual, but for the entire team. Brown, who has already tasted the Super Bowl spotlight, knows what it takes to win, and he knows what's at stake. The 2028 Olympic Games in LA are scheduled from July 14th to July 28th. Those dates fall right in the middle of the NFL's training camp period, a time when teams are laying down the foundation for what could be a championship season. For top-tier players like A.J., Brown missing that period isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a calculated risk, one that he's not willing to take. And while fans might argue that an Olympic gold would look good next to a Super Bowl ring, Brown is focused on adding more Lombardi trophies to the Eagles' legacy. What makes this conversation even more intriguing is the wider context surrounding the NFL's decision. This isn't just a publicity stunt. This is a carefully coordinated effort by league officials, the NFL Players Association, USA Football, and Olympic organizers. It took unanimous approval from all 32 NFL team owners to greenlight this opportunity. Discussions are already underway to iron out the logistics, like how to protect players' contracts, how to manage salary cap exemptions, and how to limit each team's representation to one player per national squad. They're even working on player insurance policies to make sure injuries don't derail careers. The infrastructure is being built to make this dream a reality. But even with all that groundwork, participation is not guaranteed. A.J. Brown's reluctance speaks to a larger truth about the NFL athlete's mindset. Football is more than a job, it's a calling. The physical, mental, and emotional demands of the sport are unlike anything else. These athletes spend their off-seasons healing, preparing, and planning for the grueling months ahead. Throwing an Olympic competition into the middle of that schedule could disrupt everything. It's not just about missing camp, it's about missing opportunities to grow with your team, to get in sync with your quarterback, to push past personal limits under the guidance of coaches who know your every move. And let's not forget the legacy factor. For A.J. Brown, the mission is clear: win in Philadelphia. He's not just trying to rack up Pro Bowl appearances or fantasy football points, he's building something bigger. Alongside other stars like Saquon Barkley and Devonta Smith, Brown is part of a core that believes it can bring another title, or more, to the city of brotherly love. That's his gold medal. That's his Olympic moment. A flag football tournament, no matter how prestigious or historic, doesn't align with that mission. To be fair, the Olympic flag football roster will be extremely limited. Only 12 players and up to 6 alternates will be selected for Team USA. That means most NFL players won't make the cut anyway. But that doesn't make Brown's decision any less symbolic. He's one of the first major stars to take a public stance, and his message is loud and clear: commitment to your team comes first. When Brown met with reporters again earlier this week, he doubled down on his stance. "That would be fun just to compete," he admitted. "Me personally, no, because of camp." The media would be complaining, "A.J. Brown is not in camp." so I'm going to keep the main thing the main thing. That phrase keeps coming up, and it might just become the mantra for other players facing the same decision in the coming years. There's no doubt that Olympic flag football will draw attention, excitement, and maybe even new fans to the sport. It will be fast, it will be flashy, it will be historic. But the gridiron will always be home for many NFL athletes. It's where legacies are built. It's where names are etched into history. For A.J. Brown, that's the arena that matters most. As we look ahead to 2028, we'll see a new chapter for football on the global stage. But we'll also see a clear divide between those chasing Olympic gold and those chasing Super Bowl glory. Both paths are noble. Both require sacrifice. But for some, like A.J. Brown, the choice is crystal clear. So now it's your turn. If you were in A.J. Brown's cleats, what would you choose? Olympic dreams or NFL destiny? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is just getting started. Don't forget to like this video if you're loving these deep dives into the biggest stories in football, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. Until next time, stay locked in, stay passionate, and remember, keep the main thing the main thing. We'll see you on the field.